Hi ladies, this is Charity with Faith Open Charity, and I'm gonna try something new and go live in my kitchen while I'm prepping, preparing, making a dessert, making a drink, doing all the things. Maybe I'll be here for an hour, but during this time you can ask me any questions you want, okay? And I'm just going to be making dessert, getting a drink, and making a salad for lunch, okay? So we're just gonna go live, and you can, I got my hair up for this so that it doesn't get in my food. We're gonna start with a drink because I'm really hungry and my eggs are still boiling and I need to make a salad. So I'm gonna start with something that I absolutely love, especially, I like warm drinks and I'm not a coffee drinker. So I'm gonna start off with a greens drink that is super powerful and healing and healthy. And we're gonna do that first, okay? So I'm gonna get my cup out. I did boil some water, and so I'm gonna fill my cup half full. Well, 3/4. 3/4 full of water, okay? So my husband, he keeps telling me that he needs moringa in his life. He must have researched moringa. And I've told him for a long time, I have moringa. He comes home with his own moringa in this. This is known as the miracle tree. Moringa is a natural energy booster. Its leaves have been used as a part of traditional and Ayurvedic medicine for centuries. It is energizing. Moringa is also calming, soothing, detoxifying, giving you clean and pure, sustainable energy. So he buys this. I set it in his area. I'll show you mine. He thinks we don't have it because I transfer everything out of bags into jars. But that's just me. So moringa and spirulina are in this jar. Okay, so I'll show you what it looks like. All right. This is actually Trim Healthy Mama's Dynamic Greens. It's in stock. It was out of stock for 2 years. And if you need a link for that, I have a link for you if you want to try that. And then I love matcha, and I love the benefits of matcha. So I'm just doing a scoop. I keep scoops in everything, so I don't have to dirty anything. So this is my scoop of matcha. All right. But I also love a little bit of MCT oil, which revs your metabolism. It's mental energy, it's stamina, and focus. I'm gonna do about a teaspoon, okay? I do have this wonderful, in fact, I'll do it right now because I said I'll be on here for a long time. Okay, this is my Pampered Chef. And I just made something, what did I make? Oh, I made mayonnaise. And so I use a lot of this. Anyway, I keep my MCT oil in this Pampered Chef container because this is just going way too slow. Let's take the cap off. Because you can measure out a teaspoon, and that's usually how much I have. But this is kind of like your coconut oil, which is so healing for the body. It's anti-everything, antifungal and stuff. But this works great for like salad dressings and drinks. So I did make body burn mayonnaise. Anyway, you hit this and there's a little measurement up here and you can get a teaspoon, tablespoon, whatever you want. Oh, my timer's going off. That is my boiled eggs for lunch. So I gotta get that, but let me finish this real quick. I have stevia, which I just opened this morning. And I'm washing the jar that I will put it in, but I'm gonna just use a tiny dunk of stevia in this. And then I have my little stirrer here, and I'm gonna stir this up. If you don't have one of these, that's okay. If you have a Vitamixer, that will work too. I'm gonna stir that up. And let me get you some milk. Normally I would use almond milk, but I found this week. It is so good. It's cashew creamer, unsweetened. this drink just tastes so much better. So I put a little bit of that in there, and this is my greens drink. Okay, I'm gonna be drinking this while I cook for you. So delicious. Okay, so that's a Match Ninny. I can get you the complete recipe because I don't normally follow recipes that well. I can get you the recipe if you want it. Okay, so now I'm gonna pull my eggs. So boiling eggs is a great way to get some meal prep in, okay? Because you can literally take the whole egg with the peel on it and put it in a little baggie and put it in your purse, diaper bag, and it's quick protein. Now mind you, there's only 6 grams of protein in an egg, but I'm gonna be making a salad with eggs on top. I gotta pour this out. And I find the key is to get some ice cubes on it right away, and that helps them peel better. So that's what I'm gonna do next. And my ice cube tray is overflowing, so it's a good way to get some ice cubes going here. So come boil some eggs with me. Oh, the refrigerator didn't shut. I'll be right back. Okay, so we made the drink. We got my boiled eggs going. Also on the stove for lunch, I have a few pieces of turkey. This is actually lunch meat, and I debuted it a couple days ago when I found it. I like this lunch meat because normally I don't eat any lunch meat, simply because usually lunch meats are filled with stuff you don't need, like preservatives, sugar. And this lunch meat, I think it's called Hillshire. It's in my last live, I believe. It doesn't have any sugar in it, which I appreciate. But sometimes lunch meat can be like the slimy, and I don't really like that. But I love it if it's like put in the air fryer with a bunch of seasonings. Now on this, I have nutritional yeast and a bunch of salt. Actually, I have this on it, which has a bunch of different seasonings. Okay, and this is good on everything. So that's on there, and I'm just kind of like warming it up in the pan so it gets a little bit crunchy and it's not slimy. And it's gonna go in my salad bowl. Okay? So we're gonna make a salad right now with all the veggies from my daughter's garden that she gave me. Okay? So that's what we're gonna do next. And that will be my lunch. I did wash my veggies. I washed them because the lettuce, you know, can get dirt on, and I really don't like eating huge lettuce leaves, so I'm gonna kind of cut this out. But isn't it beautiful when you have a garden and you can get fresh veggies? Okay, and if you have an abundance of greens like this, then make yourself a earth milk. That's just like a drink, or you can put it in your smoothies. I do kefir smoothies every day. In fact, here is my kefir sitting here. I also have, anybody else make kombucha? So this is my kombucha. Do you see that SCOBY in there? It's huge. So those are my 2 ferments, which are so good for your gut health, okay? So I'm just going to cut my lettuce leaves because I don't like them when they're really big. I also don't like to cut my lettuce if I'm making a big salad for like the week, because I feel like it gets round or whatever and not good. But if I'm eating this right now, so that's why I cut it. So I'm putting this in my big bowl. I probably have too much, but my son might have some of this. That's probably enough for me. This is my bowl. I'm gonna save that for my son. We'll put that in a different bowl for him. All right, so here's my salad. I'm gonna do an olive oil dressing, okay? And if you're on Trim Healthy, this is gonna be an S salad. So if you massage this olive oil in, it's actually gonna make it healthier. I also really like balsamic vinegar. If I have one open, hang on. Some vinegar on this. I have a really good recipe for olive and vinegar. It's already made and I keep it here, but it has lots of seasonings in it already. Okay, so now I have some veggies. I actually got some beans from her. So I'm gonna put some beans, just a few. And I think that veggies are super important to have with every meal, okay? You know how salad is like an hors d'oeuvre when you're eating out? I think that's so good if you can eat some veggies while you're meal prepping or making your dinner. Let's say you're starving. Get yourself a carrot, get yourself a cucumber, and just start munching on it so you're not munching on the wrong thing, okay? I have a carrot. Again, these all of these veggies came from my daughter's garden. I usually have salad in my fridge at all times. I always have veggies in my fridge, and I always have veggies in my freezer. Okay? So if you're the person that can't get to the store a lot, and your fresh stuff, you can't afford fresh stuff, or you don't have it, get yourself from freezer veggies. But get your veggies in, okay? So a salad a day. It's good for your brain. It's good to get all your nutrition in your body. I have so many reasons that you should be including veggies in every meal. It's fiber that'll help you lose weight. It's low calorie. You can eat a huge bowl. And if you like to eat and eat, it's the perfect food. Okay, this is a cucumber. If you want to learn more about eating veggies, I think it's so important that I created a way to help you get your veggies in, a little accountability, and give you all the health benefits of every single veggie. Okay. And if you keep these on the counter, your children will come by and eat them. At least mine do. They just eat them just like this. You don't have time to pack a lunch? Grab yourself a Peter Rabbit carrot and a cucumber, chopstick, a boiled egg. Okay, this is my salad. I am going to put 2 boiled eggs on here. that I just did. And I'm gonna top it with this meat, okay? And some nuts. I have some pecans right here, or walnuts. I'm just gonna shake a few on those. And so I got the olive oil is my fat source, and the nuts are my fat source. The egg yolk, I'm gonna put this aside, but this is gonna be my lunch. The next thing I'm gonna make is, I've been doing zucchini crisp every single week since it's been in the garden, okay? And I've made a different recipe every single time, and I've shared some of them. I love it with, love it as an E, okay? It tastes like apple crisp to me. My guys in the house are even liking it. They're eating it with me. Literally, I made a 9x13, and my son and husband ate like half of it. So, but I've been doing E's with applesauce and egg whites and oatmeal, and they've been so delicious. But since I've done so many E's with this, today I decided to make an S for you, okay? This is not peeling very well, but you can easily, you know how people love apple crisp? Zucchini can take on the flavor because it's really bland. It doesn't really have much flavor, and you can cut this in a way it looks like it's apples, and so I could eat this as apple crisp for the rest of my life and be totally happy. It's so good. Okay? And I don't like zucchini. I do not like zucchini. I started out making zucchini, you know, like fried in a pan with a bunch of butter, or on the grill, or sauteed, or in the oven, roasted. I've tried them every single way to like zucchini, and to me it just gets mushy and bland. It just doesn't have any flavor. But I like to eat zucchini because it has so many health benefits, and it's cheap and free, okay? And I keep all these scraps for my soil. Anyway, it's cheap and free, so I'm like, I have to find a way to love it, okay? And I suggest you do the same. And it is in the Trimstastic chocolate cake. It's hidden. I mean, I put it in smoothies as... you can't taste it in the smoothies either, that's fine. But doing it as an apple crisp or in the chocolate zucchini cake, that's the way I like it. And I could eat it every day and be totally happy, okay? Let me get a spoon. And I'm sorry that the vacuum is running right now, but when your kid's cleaning, doesn't matter. Just let them clean. Yeah. So the house is getting cleaned, and I'm making prep. I'm actually making lasagna tonight, and that will have leftovers for lunches. So that's another way to do it, is if you have to pack a lunch every day, pack your dinner from the night before. Okay, so see how I took the seeds out of this? And when you cut it, it's like an apple. So I did make a reel the other day and posted it of how I made the zucchini crisp. Say, don't throw this in the garbage. This is my scrap pile. You put this on your yard or your garden to rejuvenate your soil so you have good topsoil. Okay, now let's cut this. Let's cut it. I can't tell if I'm getting any questions. But if you write something to me, which I love it, I love to help you. So if you have any questions, write me and I will be sure to answer you. Okay, I gotta get a pan. I'm gonna put all of these in a pan and we're gonna warm them up on the stove. My boys actually want me to add apples to this, but since I'm making an S, I can't add apples, and there's not very much here. I wish I had more zucchini because I literally could eat this all by myself. So I'm putting this on the stove, and now I'm going to add some things. Let's add some cinnamon, which cinnamon is a spice I get in every single day because it's anti-inflammatory. It helps your blood sugar. Okay, so I'm sprinkling cinnamon on here. All right, and I'm going to do a little bit of butter. Real butter. Don't get the fake stuff. You don't want the margarine. Okay, and I'm going to do some sweetener, which I'm going to use Gentle Sweet. I'm just sprinkling this on my zucchini in my pan, and some salt. And I have my oven on at 350 right now. It's warming up because this is going to go in the oven. And then I need some lemon juice. This is another thing I always have in my fridge in case I run out of fresh lemons. I really don't go a day without lemons because they're so cleansing and good for you, okay? I keep this in my fridge, and so I'm just going to sprinkle like a teaspoon of lemon juice on there. I'm gonna get a cover, a lid, and put it on there. And now I'm gonna make the topping, and then I'll be done. I'll be done with my prep and what I wanted to do, okay? So let's do the topping. All right. You could do this in a mixer if you want. I'm not going to. So I need, let's see, what do I want to do? I'm gonna do some coconut flakes again. Coconut is very, very healing for the body. So I'm just doing probably 1/4 of a cup. This is the topping again. And I like crunchy. And where did I put my pecans? I have pecans. You could use walnuts. These are both fat sources, healthy fat sources, which you really, really need. And healthy fat, like this, butter, coconut oil, olive oil, are necessary in your life. They are so healing to your body, okay? What else? Some more Gentle Sweet for sweetener. And some cinnamon. I like to buy cinnamon in bulk because I use so much of it all the time. And some salt, because salt, this is real salt, gives flavor. And there's so many benefits to salt too. You need salt. All right. And now I'm going to add in some flour. I'm trying to think. Let me see what I have in the cupboard. I found some coconut flour. I can open it. I keep this in my freezer so it stays longer. Okay, that is going to be my topping. I'm thinking an egg would be good in here. Or some butter. Or some coconut oil. I think it's missing something. Because it's not wet at all. I'm going to go get an egg. Just because I think it's missing something. I do know why I want to show you these eggs. These are organic, farm-raised, pasture-raised eggs. And can you see that price? It was $1.49. Hence why I boiled eggs for my lunch and for just snacks, because I got a lot of eggs for $1.49. I haven't seen that price in so long. Okay, so when I made the E ones, I was using egg white, so I was just using not the yolk, okay, because I didn't want any fat. In it, so I'm just gonna stir this up. And my zucchini is still cooking. I'm gonna put that in this is not enough for a 9x13, so I'm gonna put it in a pan, and then I'm gonna sprinkle this on the top, and this will be dessert for tonight's lasagna. All right, that's I think all I have. I think I made it a half hour on here talking to you. I hope you wrote me. I hope you wrote me and asked me a question. And I will get back to you. Oh, one more thing. I made a post this morning, a couple hours ago, about my book club. My book club is really, I just love doing the book club. I love it because it helps me get better at things, okay? Because I wasn't a reader when I was growing up, but I wanted to become a reader. And how do you become something that you're not? You practice it. So I said, I'm going to do a book club, and I love to read about things, about mindset, about habits, about health for sure, and bettering myself every single day. And that's my goal, is to get better, become the best version of myself. And by doing that, I'm working on myself. So I do a book club, and I've read lots of books, and it's usually a book a month. I'm finishing up Floored right now. If you haven't heard about it, it's all about your pelvic floor. So if you have incontinence, pain, a lot of things, dryness, I have been blown away by the pelvic floor book. Blown away. And now I don't agree with everything in the book, okay? She doesn't really have my belief system, and it kind of showed through the book. But it was very beneficial, because women's bodies go through so much through all our changes, especially if you've had children, okay? So it was really helpful. And I'm finishing that up, and I just ordered 4 new books, and I did a poll on my page here, and I'd love for you to take my poll, because I'm trying to decide which one I should read first, okay? There's a sleep one, that helps women sleep. There's one on metabolic health. There is one on, I'm trying to think, the healing code, and another one. Why can't I think of it? Anyway, I'm going to be beginning my new book soon, and I'm always super excited about reading. You can listen on your time and chime in and ask questions, and I just love my book club because it's helping me and you grow in a whole new area, right? And so that's coming up very soon. Anyway, if you need help, I used melted butter in my topping. Oh, yes. I was thinking the eggs are melted butter, but I already have butter in. Did I think I put butter in? No, I didn't. Yeah, I did. I put butter in the zucchini that's cooking right now. It looks like it's almost done. Anyway, thank you for watching, Michelle, Kathy, Laura, and Donna. That's all I can see right now. But if you have any questions, post them below, and I'm going to go eat my lunch. Again, I'm adding my turkey and my eggs to my salad. Have a great day.